Alright, what's up boys? So, this is my Nasus Viego deck. It's mostly a Viego deck with a Nasus splashed into it. My build offers a little bit more control than what some of these Mono Shurima type champion lists have been going around with, but also like I have Spirit Leech in mine. I've got different 2-drops, more than one 2-drop here. Not maxing out on some of these because it's not necessary. Opting for flex control cards like Vengeance and Withering Wail can be really good in the mirror matches. It's good against like the bigger like ramp decks, stuff like that. The Spirit Leash is just huge value for Viego later. And also, I just do not think people are playing this deck or like the deck. I don't know. If you don't know me, I make it to high masters with Viego like every season. We're on my Smurf now. I Smurf the masters the other day. And I just want to maybe explain how like I think you should be playing Viego. I can't imagine this. That could be fast. I don't know. I don't really want that. You don't really want Spirit Leech in your opening. It's like this is what you want. You want that in your opening. I'm gonna show you why. This could be good for. I'm assuming he's gonna have some star shaping thing in here. I really don't know what to expect here, so you can only play as good as our gets. I'm gonna show you how to level Viego really fast.
Is this your mind trembling under what it doesn't understand? What's doing over there?
So part of the reason we run like more than 2 drops because we want a solid way to get this. This is just to add a little bit of consistency.
With the power of time, the possibilities are endless.
But also
Unyielding light.
spell spells, and all kinds of stuff like that. Well, we're gonna kill the Zoe, or at least make it so she has no attack, and then attempt to kill her over and over again. He's got 2 reasons that are not super interactive with us. Need to bank some mana. We always need to bank the 2 mana. We had to get this fast level up started. Also with this deck, it's very, I think it's a common misconception that we want to trade. We want to trade the board, right? Because of Nasus. And that's why it's so nice to have the Nasus. We're still gonna mostly hit the Viegos off of like the Champion Searcher and stuff. It's really nice to have the Nasus as a different win con, and he levels up pretty hard in this deck. We got ways to protect him, back if we need to. But my thing here that I'm trying to get at is that a lot of people will get out Viego. Okay. A lot of people will get out Viego.
See what I've learned?
And I'll trade him that one. I don't care about that. We'll get out Viego with no field, right? The bigger the field you have that you can start slamming into stuff, the faster you're gonna level Viego. So I see people just drop Viego all the time on 5 with no cards out. I cannot tell you the amount of Viego mirror matches that I have absolutely trounced on people. They don't play the champion correctly. With a deck like this guy should not be taking you to turn like 9 to level up. There's a lot of games where I've leveled him to turn after some of them, or like turn 7 before the end of the turn, stuff like that. Especially with these cards, like if you open this with Viego and you have some kind of protection, you should win the game a lot of the time. You should be able to flip Viego before Mono Shurima flips, and then you just win. My record against Mono Shurima wins on this absolutely stack. So these vengeance, right? Like you can sub these out for other cards. Like so the 3, I'll go over this. The 3 like kind of like flex spells that I have. You're just changing that based on your what you're playing. So this is probably common. That. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this right now because I think that's a common. So what you would normally do, there we go. What you would normally do is summon a Sandstone Charger, okay? And then you end your turn because what's gonna happen? I'm just gonna give it out now because summon Sandstone Charger, and they usually think, assuming you have the mana, that you're going to follow up with like one of your there we go, one of your vulnerable cards, granting cards. There's nothing he could do to stop one of these. I wouldn't think. No. stop that. Anyway. So, yeah, they're usually on their turn. You can just make them skip a whole bunch of mana while building your resources. And, you just end the turn. Viego watches it die at the end of the turn. He creates a mist.
Heretic.
That mist is going to stack with the next mist that you summon that turn, assuming that you don't kill the mist first. You want to kill something else.
Trickster never loses because Zoe makes the roses.
So yeah, it dies, creates a mist. Say I slam this, I create a second mist on that turn, and then what it's going to do effectively is, oh my god, why? What it's going to do is give you 2 mists that have stacked attack. You're just going to level the guy, you know, faster. Do I really want this to go through? Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather get fight. If you can't block this, it's just fine.
Forward in the name of the Solari.
Sick, bro. I don't super need to work on this thing. We'll do this debate card, I think. Comment.
Bask in her radiant blessing. Gonna find a gift for Renekton.
Could use it, that is for sure. We're gonna keep saving this if we can for another Viego, because at this point he'll fast level up and stuff. Seriously. I get comment every time. I don't. I definitely don't with that card.
That's right. Run.
Alright.
Believe
And
or
that's
burn.
big as hell. Next thing, we already summoned the card in 20. We've already got like a lot of our small cards out of the way. Yeah, nothing but just good cards. See what he's got here. Depending on what he summons, like if he summons another priestess,
Shining gifts
yeah,
from the
if he summons another
stars.
priestess, save that. I don't think he ever attacks here. If he doesn't do anything, if he summons something else small, I don't know what he's saying.
We love it when they run.
Forge ahead!
Hunt down.
That's fine. Just running one of the cards that actually matters. We're gonna push through here. Rekindler would be really sick right now. Can't believe I have not drawn a
My
single.
faith protects me. Arda's gonna make a
We're
meal.
gonna drag
of
that.
them.
Just because we can drag that with mist, and then the other two gotta block. Yeah, what's it called? Crescent strike. Really? So there's nothing here to worry about. I don't necessarily want those to die. So I actually think here I just do mana gem to get off of the damage.
dawning take you?
This one's a fighter.
Save a couple cards. Really? That ain't it. That ain't it, my man.
Haven't I been here before?
I'm gonna try to draw for the Viego. Might not happen, but I'm gonna try. This guy's cracked. Wow. Okay. Don't know if this was the smartest option. Oh.
We enter an age of men and gods. This too shall end.
Alright. So. Okay. Well, I mean, you still got it. Okay. Actually, you know what? Fuck. Alright. So, there's a match. It's kind of.
We grow wiser with
Let's,
each victory.
Let's look at the old deck. We had to look through the comments. Anyway. So yeah. Only two of these. It can get cloggy later, and you're not trying to use Viego's Despair over and over and over again. This is like one of the best cards in this deck because of how you said you can level Viego. Hourglass, if you're in a comfortable day where you're not really facing some weird shit, you can cut one of these for a third Hourglass because Hourglass is good. But it's also kind of dependent, you know what I mean? It's better on, like, in that matchup, we're just playing Hourglass. It 3 would have been really good. You can flip these. I would not. 2 of these feels really good because it can dig to all this important stuff. And also 2 of these feels really good because sometimes you want to get like that into Spirit Leech and other stuff like that. I would not go 3 this guy because, you know, you can tend to gas out because you're just smashing units over and over. Things like Spirit Leech, I've even thought about bumping him to 2 just to refuel the deck. And I mean, he's free in this deck because you're just like creating mists, right? So like you're not actually negating. Like, he's just straight up +2 in this deck if you play him right, or can play him at the best time. You know, the Withering Whale, just been playing against a lot of pirates and stuff like that. The one Nasus, I think I already explained this earlier. The deck's not centered around Nasus, but because I'm killing my shit to get to Viego, it is very nice to have this. Don't think of this as like a champion, right? Just think of this as like Farron, right? Like, you wouldn't run like 3 Farrons in a, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a Farron basically. Like, you're like, okay, I did this stuff. Just like with Farron, you're already slow burning people. Oh, finisher card. That's all this is. It's a finisher card. It's very good at 1. Yeah, the Vengeance, again, you can flex it. Vengeance isn't always good this format, but again, I was playing like, I think I had 2 of these in when I was playing a whole bunch of pirates, and I just left 1 in just because I was getting like, the randomizer was being kind of weird with me on my last stretch of climbing. The Vengeance, I was playing like a lot of Targon's Peak and stuff like that, so that was, and people are trying to play some other versions of Shurima, like mono Shurima Shadow Isles type of stuff. Not mono Shurima Shadow Isles, like mono champion Shurima Shadow Isles. They don't, those cards aren't playing like big kill spells, so they just go there, you know. I've seen Nasus, straight Nasus versions. I've seen other shit. They drop their champion on whatever turn with not enough banked mana because people just don't. And just Vengeance and kill it and win a game. Only 2 Hydrobind because you should be able to level Viego fast enough off of like this card, right? This card and all these cards just having massive attack Also, like, you can do things like Hourglass, the Camoborn Soldier, for double procs. You have all kinds of shit, right? This card is so good. The amount of times I get double Viegos out, I've done it a lot against like Mono Shurima, or get like 2 Nasuses out even. But basically, you just like, Viego gets killed, summon Rekindler, get back Viego, Hourglass Rekindler, end your turn. At the start of the turn, it brings back another Viego. Like, it happens a lot more than you think once you really practice the deck. I really like my list. Like I said, you have your flex spots right here. These 3 flex spots, and then potentially him, depending on the matchup. You know, there's like a couple things that you can do. You could even, like, I guess if you wanted to fuck around with maybe taking one. I wouldn't do it. I like the 4/2 drops here, but you could fuck around with their ratios if you wanted to. But yeah, I don't think I would really change much. I originally made this on my main to push back up, and you know, I've trolled since making this, but with this, I climbed to high masters on my main, make sure I was locked in for seasonal shit like that, and then I went and made this on my smurf, and I had barely touched my smurf all season, and now my smurf is masters within literally just a couple days, not even really being able to play consistently. But I mean, I would win like 5, 6 games, 7 games in a row sometimes before even losing one game. So yeah, I think this is one of the most solid builds I've ever come up with for Viego deck. And I beat Mono Shurima consistently. I beat the stupid Rumble decks. I beat what else is fucking good right now? Pantheon. I beat Yordles in Arms because of like these cards. You could, like, again, if you're playing a bunch of Yordles in Arms, you just cut the Vengeances for more whales and you just win. You just win that matchup, like, free win. You can even put 3 Withering Wheel if you want. If you're just like hard playing, like the one day I was playing Withering or Yordles in Arms like all day long, I just, yeah, whales auto win every game, literally auto win. So yep, I hope that explains it, and I hope you kind of got to see how to do some of this stuff. Like, that was a weird matchup because like we had to deal with comets and shit like that, but yeah, I definitely think you can climb with this deck. You just gotta practice with leveling Viego because it is something that people are not very good at. But have a good day.